faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Superman. Yes, Superman. Did anyone not know Superman? Perfect. Now the real question is this. Is Clark Kent Superman? Let that sink in for a minute, because it usually stumps people and they try to figure out a way that it's not that way. Is Clark Kent, the mild-mannered reporter, suit, glasses, hangs out with Lois Lane, is he Superman? See, as the story goes, Superman was thrust to the earth as his planet exploded, only to end up in Kansas. Raised by an elderly couple that taught him manners and justice and values. And yet he had these powers. And yet he had to, in a way, disguise himself to protect his family, his friends, co-workers, from who? All these villains, all the enemies that sought him. So my impression is that I walk through life many times, most of the time, like Clark Kent. Unseen, grifted into the masses, working my job and doing my daily tasks, taking care of my family. And yet, there's this power, this superhero, welling up inside of me to where I hear something happening. A scream. An elderly lady yelling for her cat that's stuck on a tree limb. Firefighters are nowhere to be found. What am I to do? I have to respond. Why? I'm Superman all the time. So which one is the hypocrite in this story? Is it Superman pretending not to be Superman? Is it Clark Kent pretending that he's not Superman? So this week I had a situation at work. And I'm going to talk about what it looks like to play really small in the world and what it looks like to play really big in the world. I had a situation at work. I had two gentlemen, my general foreman and my foreman. I get onto the job as a project manager, and we are not seeing eye to eye. I show up on a Tuesday afternoon, I walk into the trailer, I notice something that just, for whatever reason, steals all of my power. And I allowed it to happen. I went and got my backpack, I left the job, didn't say a word to anybody. Wednesday comes, I go back to the job. I'm still having this little bit of angst, a little bit of pride, and I'm still not wanting to deal with this thing. I want to just shut myself in my office, close the door, not talk to anybody, not deal with it. I walk out to the job, I talk to the foreman, and he does something he doesn't even know he did, but he challenged my leadership. I said, now's the time then, let's go. So we marched off the job into the trailer. I sat the general foreman, myself, and the foreman down. I said, is there a problem that I don't know about? Because there is something in the air right here that is not working. And it's not working for us. And if it's not working for us, it's not working for our crew. We need to get this settled out right now. And I was able to share what it was like for me the last couple of days, that I had gotten pissed. They had no idea. Oh, that's why you left the job. Yeah. And instead of being a big boy about it, I was sitting in my office pouting, playing small, hiding behind my glasses and my suit, the mild-mannered reporter, didn't want to ruffle any feathers, hopefully it would just pass. All the violence, all the stuff happening in the world would just do its own thing, and I wouldn't have to be caught up in it, wouldn't have to do anything about it. That's not what Superman does. Superman hears something, he sees something, he changes in a heartbeat. And it's a choice. It's a choice I get to make. It's a choice we get to make. So what's the difference for us? What's the difference between us and Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, Gandhi? Normal, everyday people. That there was something in their world that didn't work. Something. And they chose to rise up and do something, to be something. And they did. Now, I may never have a national holiday. If it is so, I want it to be a federal holiday so everybody gets it. I may never have a street named after me, or my name on the side of a building. But I can see things in the world, the injustices in the world. I've made it a habit for me that when I see litter on the ground, for some reason that bothers me. Litter. Can you imagine a world, our world, where litter wasn't an issue? I read an article today, a submarine went 6 miles down into a crevice unexplored. Guess what they found? A plastic bag 6 miles down in the ocean. We have an opportunity to do, to be, not hiding behind this facade that's safe, but risk ourselves to the kryptonite, to the villains, to the enemies. And it could be something as simple as not stepping over that piece of trash. It doesn't have to be magnanimous. So I have a surprise for you guys as I close. Standing before you this entire time, you may not have seen it, but it was always here, just like it's on all of you. I'm Toastmaster.